Hello, this is RobotnikIsSexy, and I have an underused match for you all today with somebody from the group Pocket Monsters, and that's another Facebook group I am in loosely, sort of. It's not really as good of a place to find Wi-Fi battles as the one called Pokemon Wi-Fi Battles, but you can still find battles, and yep, that is how I found this one. As you can see, it's a underused match, judging by the use of Pokemon as seen. Yeah. Okay, so he leads with Houndoom, and I lead with Pinkie Pie, who is the best pony there is, and use Flying Gem and Acrobat, and that just takes out Houndoom in one shot, which is a-okay with me. Now he sends in Weavile. I foolishly let Pinkie Pie take an Ice Punch because I thought that it would be able to take one, but I had forgotten that every variant of Weavile is choice banded, or most of them seem to be, and I kind of spaced out about that because I honestly don't fight Weavile at all. Even though I've seen choice band Weavile work on other YouTube videos, it just didn't come across my mind. Agility on the switch because he's locked into Ice Punch and, not going to do anything to Empoleon. He quad resists it. Get a free agility. Use Ice Beam. I'm really thankful he didn't use Sleep Powder. For some reason he uses Leech Seed instead. Maybe he didn't have Sleep Powder. But Tangela gets it at level 3. I think it's seriously level 3, so it's not really that hard to come by. And yeah, I missed the Hyder Pump, which is just my luck, and so I'm out of a Penguin, because he gets roundhouse kicked by this weasel thing. So knowing I will get knowing that he has to switch out, I put up the Stealth Rocks with Mew, which is great. I taunt him just to see if he's going to use Sub. He uses Dragon Dance, and then I do something rather foolish. I transform into the Kingdra as it uses Outrage, and that will take me out in one shot. So it's kind of sad. It's kind of a sad life for Mew there. But I did taunt him and put up Stealth Rocks, which is a lot of what Mew does anyway. Do Choice Band Sucker Punch with Spiritomb. Really enjoyed using Spiritomb in Underused. This is actually my first time using him in Underused. I usually use him in Standard, for all of you not in the know. Unfortunately, his Outrage is not a longer one, so I am not going to be able to trap kill him with Sucker Punch like I would have rather done. But yeah, I'm getting pretty unlucky this whole match. But some of it is just sloppy mistakes, just standing in front of an Ice Punch. I mean, it's obvious. Calm Mind on the switch goes into Iron Weasel. The low kick is pretty obvious. I was kind of wondering if he would overpredict and use Ice Punch, because that'd be really cool, and it would have probably killed me. For some reason he does low kick again, which means I get to pursuit him twice, and one is a double power pursuit, and his HP is so low that Stealth Rock will kill him next time he comes into play, so that is basically me feinting that Weavile, which is pretty cool. I guess he just decides to get rid of it right away. Don't really know why, since the Snorlax is going to have to take more rocks damage. And I get a free switch into Rudolph, And I kind of really hate this Pokemon. It's not because I feel it's overpowered or cheap or whatever. I just think it looks really ugly. Like, somebody at Game Freak said, we need 3 new legendary dogs. We gotta come up with them right now. And this guy is just born that way. I don't mind the blue color and I don't mind the horns and stuff, but I mean, its tail looks like it's cut out of cardboard. He has tap dance shoes, but he is such a good Pokemon for underused. I find him way more useful than Hitmontop, even without the use of priority. So I took out 2 of his guys with Life Orb and one with a +1 from Calm Mind. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. Hidden Power Ice, just taking out those guys. I usually don't use Hidden Power, but when I do, I use Hidden Power on Rudolph, the reindeer here, because I don't actually bother to mess with the hidden powers because I'm a scrub, I guess. I don't know. Miss Focus Blast twice, which is typical, which is really sad. You probably will have noticed that I used Flash Cannon because I was afraid of missing. So I see how little damage Flash Cannon does and then risk the hits and miss every time. Really glad he used Stockpile here. If he carried Crunch, I probably would have lost, because feeding Snorlax a Choice Band while it's locking itself into Crunch is bad. But he runs at this point, and that's the game, YouTube.